I can't even remember what exactly set it off that day. Maybe it was the dishes again. Maybe the dry cleaning he forgot again. Or maybe, just maybe, it was something in me. What I do remember is standing there in the kitchen, hands trembling, voice too sharp, saying something I can never unsay. "You're not the man I married." The look he gave me, it was like I'd knocked the breath right out of him. 8 years in, not in the honeymoon phase, not coasting into retirement, just two people trying to keep life from swallowing them whole. Kids, bills, deadlines, dinner plans. Somewhere along the way, we lost the rhythm that made us us. He used to do little things. Random detours to catch a sunset, silly dances in the hallway, late-night ice cream runs that made no sense but brought joy. I used to love those parts of him. Then, slowly, I started labeling them childish. I thought marriage meant he'd turn into this serious, driven version of himself I had built in my head. But he didn't. Or maybe he did, and I just couldn't or wouldn't see it. We had this argument, petty, forgettable. I don't remember how it started, only how it ended. Those words flew out like a blade I meant to wound him with. I wanted him to rise to it, challenge me, prove me wrong. He didn't. He just looked at me like I was a stranger. And then he said, soft and steady, "Maybe I'm not. But I'm still the man who loves you." That should have shattered me. Instead, I turned away. After that, the silence between us grew thick. We barely exchanged words. He gave up trying. I mistook that as validation. I let myself drift into the what-ifs, like they were some kind of escape hatch. What if I had married someone more ambitious? What if I'd waited a little longer? What if I actually deserved more than what I settled for? Those questions haunted me. So I took off my wedding ring. I started going out more, staying out later with friends. He noticed, I could tell, but he didn't bring it up. Then one morning, I woke up alone. The bed was empty. No note, no explanation, just silence. He moved out that weekend. At first, I felt okay. Maybe even relieved. I told people we were just taking space, made it sound like a mutual decision, like something mature and necessary. But the truth was harder. The nights dragged on. The house, even filled with our things, felt cold and hollow. No one was there to chuckle at my lame jokes or tug the blanket away in their sleep. No one to wrap me up in their arms when the day had been too much. I convinced myself the quiet was peaceful, but it wasn't. It was deafening. Then I got a photo from a friend. He was at a bar, smiling with another woman. She was confident, poised, the kind of person who walks into a room knowing exactly what she wants. I stared at the image for what felt like forever. Not because he had moved on, but because he looked happy. Free. Like a weight had been lifted. And deep down I knew I had been the weight. A month later, we bumped into each other at our old favorite bookstore. He looked well. Rested. Happier. I asked how he was. He said, "Better." Just one word, but it pierced me. He asked if I wanted to grab coffee. I agreed, more out of longing for the past than any real hope for something new. We talked. That's when I saw him, the man I used to wish he would become. He was more present, more thoughtful, even gentle with his words. He talked about his morning runs, his writing, and starting therapy. He had become everything I once asked him to be, but not for me. For her. I drove home in tears, the kind that rack your whole body, because I finally saw the truth. It wasn't him who failed our marriage. It was me. I wanted him to be better, but I never tried to be better for him. I criticized when I should have encouraged, compared him to others instead of appreciating who he was. I demanded change without ever reflecting on my own flaws. And when he finally left, someone else gave him the care and support I never did. Now he's in love. She brings him lunch at work. They hike together every weekend. He still does those silly dances he used to do with me, but now she films them and shares them with hearts and laughter. And me? I sit here in the home we chose together, on the couch we bought on Black Friday, scrolling through old photos, aching over what I didn't see when I had the chance. So if you're still here listening, let me tell you this. Don't destroy someone just because they don't match your fantasy. Don't weaponize your words and expect love to thrive. Don't walk away from someone good and assume someone better will just appear. Because someone else will love the version of them you overlooked, and that love will make them everything you ever wanted. But by then, it'll be too late. Thank you for being here. If this resonated with you, hit that subscribe button. We share honest stories that challenge, heal, and help you see clearly before it's too late.